My name is Henry Cosley, and I want to thank you for joining me on my new YouTube channel called Human Behavior. Now, as you have heard me mention, I earned a Master's of Arts degree in Human Behavior from National University in La Jolla, California. So on this channel, I will be talking about issues relating to aspects of human behavior. And I want to thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. So the human behavior question I have today is, why do people still smoke cigarettes when smoking causes lung cancer and other health problems? Let me say that again. Why do people still smoke cigarettes when smoking causes lung cancer and other health problems? Now, you know, the CDC, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, states that cigarette smoking is the #1 cause of lung cancer in men and women in the United States. The #1 cause. Yet, people still smoke. Yes. Cigarette smoking is linked to 80 to 90% of all lung cancers. Yes. And use of other tobacco products, such as smoking pipes or smoking cigars, increases the risk of lung cancer even more when you add that with smoking cigarettes. Yes. Now, written on every pack of cigarettes, the Surgeon General has a warning. Smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy. So, if the risk of getting lung cancer isn't enough, right, from smoking cigarettes, you also run the risk of getting heart disease, emphysema, and pregnancy complications. Couldn't be laid out any better than that by the Surgeon General, right? So, considering these health warnings from smoking cigarettes or using tobacco, what is some of the human behavior reasons people continue to smoke cigarettes despite the warnings? An interesting human behavior question, right? Well, the most obvious reason people continue smoking is the physical addiction cigarettes causes. Yes. People become addicted because of nicotine. Now, nicotine is reported to be harmless by itself. But when it's added to a cigarette, that becomes a problem. So, why do so many people ignore the obvious health risk? You know, to continue an expensive, cigarettes cost money, doesn't it? Quite a bit over years of doing it. Something that's expensive and potentially deadly. Why do people continue to do it, despite the warning? Well, it's a very complicated question. Now, Health.am states there are reasons people start and continue to smoke. And the reasons can essentially be broken down into why people start smoking in the first place and why they continue to smoke despite the health warnings. Yes. Well, many people begin smoking when they are teenagers. Yes. The biggest reason teenagers start smoking, why, is the desire to look cool and to fit in with their peers, who themselves may be smokers. Also, teenagers think smoking make them look more mature. Yes. You see, a 13 or 16-year-old kid who doesn't have much life experiences will try cigarettes just to fit in with his peers. And some teenagers may have observed their parents or relatives as long-term smokers and view smoking cigarette as an adult thing to do. And view it as not being won't harm you. And we do have some teenagers who will even rebel against the rules and social boundaries of their parents. When the parents ask them not to smoke because of health risk, they ignore it. Now, some people begin smoking because of trying to cope with stress. Yes. Other people begin smoking cigarettes socially, at parties and other social gatherings. So, the question is, what's one of the main reasons people continue to smoke despite health warnings? And it looks like the main reason to smoke cigarettes appears to be addiction, which begins in the teenage and early adult years and continue on for years to come, that people continue to smoke. And mental addiction to smoking cigarettes is what smokers really, really struggle with, that mental addiction to smoking cigarettes. Yes. It's reported that even after the nicotine has left the bloodstream, after a person has tried to quit smoking, some people still feel compelled to smoke in situations that they once did. Yes. And some smokers get so used to having that cigarette after breakfast or lunch or dinner or after a break at work, it's hard for them to break that mental habit. Yes, yes, smoking. Well, one of the most frustrating things for smokers trying to quit smoking is being around people who smoke. Now, if you're trying to quit smoking and you have smokers around you most of the day, it can be pretty easy for you to light up one if you don't have a strong commitment to quit or to stop. Now, the worst situation for a person trying to quit smoking is friends, associates, or family members who does not respect your wish to quit smoking, but continue to enable you by offering you cigarettes. What a shame, huh? And if you have a weak will, you're probably going to light up one. Now, if this is your situation and you're determined to quit smoking, you may consider taking steps to avoid contact with those smokers, those who may influence you to smoke, at least while they're smoking. You can come around them after the smoke is all done. So in conclusion, we now have a sense of some of the reasons people will smoke. Yes. Yes. They will smoke cigarettes despite the warnings from the Surgeon General. Smoking causes lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy. Yes. I had a friend who passed away from lung cancer. Yes. Due to years of smoking. Each time I would visit him, at the hospital, he just seemed like a shell of a man. He just lost so much weight. He just almost like withered away. Yes. And he eventually passed away. So, if you're a smoker, I urge you to consider stop smoking. That decision is left up to you. But we already have the warning from the Surgeon General that it causes lung cancer, heart disease, emphysema, and may complicate pregnancy also. Yes. So, let me know your comment on why people continue to smoke cigarettes despite the warning from the Surgeon General. Why do you think so? What do you think is the human behavioral reason why they continue to do it? So, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.